swear to God, this tradition gets celebrated earlier, year after year. Because now we're, like, what, in August, I think, for you guys? And here we are, so... God damn. But no, in all seriousness, hello everyone, Liam Catterson here, and we're on episode number 6 of Season 2 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is called Halloween. I'm excited, though, because for a show that tends to deal with beasts and monsters and other threats out there, the idea of an episode being set on Halloween should be pretty interesting. I'm not so sure what exactly might go on, but this might be the perfect time for the monsters to blend, like the vampires especially, to blend in, because everyone will be dressed up and all of that. So this is their gold mine, isn't it? So yeah. But the last 2 episodes, yeah, like, they have not been stellar, but I still have found bits of enjoyability. I mean, we've still got a way to go for Season 2. So it might be the case that that those 2 episodes might be the weakest of Season 2. Maybe I'm yet to reach that pillar. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this anyways, because Buffy is an awesome show. So with that said, let's get on with this reaction. Extended reaction should be up on Patreon. Let's go. Unless this is all an act. No, it's not. Unless they were impressive visuals. I mean, aside from the fact that, yeah, you need to charge your camera, what the hell were you doing? Oi, oi, oi. No!
Buffy?
We encourage
Buffy.
the Buffy angel ship, not Cordelia.
Hi.
Late.
Rough day at the office.
So I see.
Hey. So look. Seasonal look.
Yeah.
Buffy.
Not
Love
quite the
hair.
leather coat, but I love
He
it.
just screams. He swears that tomorrow night is like dead for the undead. But they stay in.
Those wacky vampires.
What?
That's why I love them. They just keep you guessing.
You'd think they would capitalize on this opportunity.
Damn manly.
Oh boy. Yeah, he's... Oh, go on, Buffy!
Get on.
And Xander gets a prize!
Diet.
Do you know what you just did?
Oh, Buffy does. Whatever.
Saved $1?
Oh, Larry was about to pummel me.
Oh, that?
Yeah, she saved his
Think
skin.
about it.
Oh, I'll forget about it. Maybe 15.
Keep me in the dark any longer. Look at me when I talk to you.
Go on, Willow.
Miss Keller said you were a babe. She said that you were a hunk of burning something or other. So, what do you think of that?
I don't, a burning hunk of what?
Very convincing.
You know?
And look at her. She's got a funny waist. Look how tiny that is.
Thank you.
Oh, Willow.
Now I feel better.
No, she's like a freak.
You don't have to be
circus freak.
who
Yuck.
Angel fell in
Must have
love
been
with.
Wonderful. Put on some
impress him.
fantabulous gown and go to a ball like a princess. And have horses and servants and yet more gowns.
Yeah. Still, I think I prefer being able to vote.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna...
Oh, he's a vampire. Of course, but the cuddly kind. Like a Care Bear with fangs.
Basically, yes. Yeah, Angel
You know what I
is a
think?
Care Bear with fangs.
I
Let's
just
do
think
it.
you're trying to scare me off because you're afraid of the competition.
Oh.
Look, Buffy, you may be hot stuff when it comes to demonology or whatever, but when it comes to dating, I'm the Slayer.
Yeah, you break men's hearts.
Thank you. Okay, you know, actually, I think I could have...
Could have
Hello?
taken him.
That was our touching reconciliation moment there.
You don't need to worry about your masculine...
I'm sorry.
I'm getting Kaylee flashbacks from Firefly.
Quite moved to make you a deal you can't refuse.
What's this guy's game? I'm so happy for her. Ah, yes, they were.
Say that again.
Because I did say in the intro, are they trying to study her?
She's tricky.
Look, Halloween is the night that
I'm Willow.
is you, but not you. You know? Oh, that's Xander. Are you ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Willow's flatlining me right now.
I can't wait for the boys to go nonverbal when they see you.
Oh.
So what do I tell him?
Nothing. Jeez, get with the program.
Leave us alone.
Why can't I meet a nice girl like that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
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 Ah!
Okay, on sleazing extra candy. Tears
Don't
are
worry.
key.
Cordelia's,
Tears will normally get you a double bagger. You can also try
catastrophe.
the old "you miss me" routine, but it's written.
Dear. Am I allowed?
Did he take the candy? You fiend!
I could have sworn I had more candy.
He did.
I'm sorry, Mr. Monster. Maybe I...
What? What the? I demand the candy!
Oh my god. Get me.
Willow! Willow! What the what's Has he... Oh, shit! It is! They become what they are! What?
That's just we get inside before we come across another.
It's not a demon, it's a car.
Yep, this is 18th century problems when you bring
never seen a
someone from the...
car.
She's never seen a car,
Wow.
She's from the past.
and you're a ghost.
Yes. Now let's get
This
inside.
is
So much so
insane!
that I'm taking a lot on faith here. Where do we go?
Where's the clothes?
This is some other girl. I would never wear this, that low apparel, and I don't like this place, and I don't like you, and I just want to go home.
You are home. She couldn't have dressed up like Xena.
See, this is the problem. Oh my god, last year I dressed up as the Doctor.
What did he say?
I could have been a fucking Time Lord.
Like amnesia, okay? They don't know who they are. Just sit tight.
Who died and made her the boss?
Oh, she's gonna be like, ghosts! This is an insane
This is
idea.
just neat.
You guys are all right. It's total chaos out there. Who are you?
Oh! Damn, Giles!
Hi.
She didn't change.
Which is interesting.
Hold on. Party Town. She told us she got her outfit from Party Town.
And everybody who changed, they acquired.
They
the
come
costumes
from
back.
that store.
We all got ours at a new place, Ethan's.
And everyone else who turned into what they were.
Sure she came this way? No.
It's like they're mystically
Okay. Wherever
linked.
she is now.
Shoot.
Really?
Absolutely. He's our friend.
And more than that with Buffy. Not you, Cordelia.
It's strange, but beating up that pirate gave me a weird sense of closure.
Guys!
Oh, he was the,
Inside.
thing, wasn't he? Yes.
What you've got going here, old man?
It's no act. It's who I am.
Who you are?
What?
The Watcher, sniveling, tweed-clad guardian of the Slayer and her
Hey.
king? I think not. I know who you are, Rupert, and I know what you're capable of.
What?
But they don't, do they?
Ooh!
They have no idea where you come from. Oh, Rupert, you're scary.
Whoa! What skeletons have you got in your closet, Rupert?
Don't tell me how to stop the spell.
Janus, break its stature.
He tortured him enough to. Private Xander. Private Xander.
Now that guy you can shoot.
Hi, honey.
Yes! Oh my god, this episode's just sick.
know what? It's good to be me.
Yeah, we prefer this Buffy. Oh, man. And your friend's gone.
Give it up, Cordy. You're never gonna get between those two.
Exactly.
Believe me, I know.
The Angel ship
I guess
is
we
full
better get them
steam
back to their
ahead.
parents.
Who's that girl?
Yes, yes, please, please.
Ta-da. Just below 20th century me.
You can meet someone exciting, interesting.
Really?
Like Buffy.
Interesting.
See, you don't have to
How?
be like
Wow.
who you met in the
Still.
past.
I had a really hard day. You should probably tell me.
You're right. I should.
Definitely.
I love this ship so much. Parting gift. We see you. Not ominous. Oh, I need to find out more about Giles's past. I am so ready for this. Yeah, he seems to have a different, darker take. It seems like holy crap. I'm really yeah, I'm really excited for this because that Giles just kicking the crap out of him. Yeah, so strange, but I'm here for it. Honestly, that was so fun. I absolutely reveled so much with this episode. Probably easily, I think, top 3 material for season 2. Although, the past 2 episodes haven't really been top tier material anyways. But I really enjoyed this in the same vein that I did enjoy, episode 3 and episode 1. The writing was just superb, and the the concept that they used, especially for this episode, was extraordinary because it wasn't just like, okay, we'll give them a random costume and we'll the idea of turning them, in general, turning the characters into what they are is an appetizing idea. But it wasn't just that, though. It was characters trying to identify with who they are and their struggles and all of that. So I really loved that, which I'll get onto more in a bit, but I'm just miffed. Because last year I dressed up as the 11th Doctor. I mean, it wasn't affecting everyone. It was only affecting those who bought the costumes at Ethan's. But, still, I could have been a Time Lord. Yep. So this episode made me quite sad because last year I dressed up as the 11th Doctor and I was like, I could have been the Doctor. I could have been Matt Smith. Nope. But no, honestly, this episode was just so superb, and it was really well done with the characters and their struggles. Like Buffy was a noble woman because she was trying to get Angel, and she became the thing that she wanted to be, the things that she did aspire to be. It was giving me Kaylee vibes from Firefly, that dress, though. But yeah, we saw that, and then Willow, from what we've seen, does struggle with her confidence, and she had that eye-catching costume on, but she did worry about being seen and attracting that attention, so she hid herself. And ghosts sometimes cannot be seen and all of that, so it was very appropriate to have it. It wasn't just like, oh, I'll get out of this costume and all of that. She had a ghost, a white costume on for the ghost, and she became a ghost. So yeah. And then we had Xander, who had masculinity issues, and thus dressing up as as a private was gonna aid him, especially with that confidence, that tough guy approach that he adopted when the spell worked at Ethan. So I did really love, and plus I guess the kids can be described as little devils. Might be a bit of a stretch, but they can be little devils. So here we go. But I really loved how the costumes were not. It wasn't just like, it had meaning. The costumes had a lot of meaning to the characters and their struggles in this episode. So I thought the idea if you remove that, the idea is still pretty fun to work with. But the fact that there are parallels to their struggles is just the icing on the cake, and I really appreciated that so much about this episode. So I really loved that idea so much, and I have to give props for that idea being utilized. And I think this show does make a good job at making us adore Willow so much. Like, she honestly doesn't realize, like I said, she has that confidence issues. She can berate herself. But I think this show does a good job at trying to make us love Willow so much to the point where we just want to give her a hug. And I'm too much of a sucker for characters like Willow. So Willow does melt my heart so much. And I can't wait for Willows. I've already got the ship name before them to even start interacting, because it's gonna happen unless something unfortunate. It is now that I've said it, but it's gotta happen because we know this is the second episode, and we had a feeling that when he was introduced in the Inca Mummy episode, that his fascination with Willow is going to be brought up again, and it was teased in this episode once again when he first when he said, "Why can't I meet a nice girl?" and then he bumped into Willow. He didn't know that was Willow though, because she had that ghost costume on. And then he saw Willow in her second costume, the original costume, and he was blown away. So I'm so ready for Willow's. Not just because I think it could be a great ship, but Willow could do with that confidence boost, and I think Oz is a very appropriate person, because it seems like he genuinely, I can't friggin' speak today, but yeah, he does really, really love, he has that real attachment to Willow, so I think it's going to be interesting when that does eventually happen. Buffy as a noble woman was really, really great as well. Not, like I said, not just for the fact that she was trying to appeal to Angel's tastes when he revealed at the end of the episode, yeah, they weren't really my thing, so yeah. But I think it kind of gives a small impression that you don't have to be be your own person, which Angel does really appreciate Buffy for. Like, she's wild and all of that. You don't have to try and copy someone based on the past and all of that. As long as you do appeal to their tastes, which Angel has had no problem with before, then that's great. But we know that Buffy feels internally that she thinks that she's losing the slip to Angel. Especially with that scene at the beginning with him and Cordelia. So yeah, she's having that mental battle, and turns out that her being her is enough for Angel, and they went smoochy. But I did like the noble woman bit, because there was some really amazing scenes that came up from that, like her reacting to the car, which was just stellar stuff. And her, but it's not just that though, it's the fact that she was quite vulnerable as well. Like, we know that this was a jackpot for Spike, because Buffy couldn't be kicking ass and all of that, because she wasn't a slayer, she was a noblewoman. And it was just really interesting to see Buffy, a character that we've already gotten accustomed to, that can kick ass and all of that. It was just interesting to see Buffy completely helpless, and seeing how close, well, kind of close, wasn't it? Because Xander was going to shoot him, but hey, here we go. Whilst Buffy was vulnerable, and then the spell broke, he had his fake gun back, and then Buffy kicked ass. So, yeah, I'm not so sure if Spike would have won either way, but still, the idea that Buffy was a complete hostage in this situation, like she couldn't do anything, and the ball was in the vampire's court, was just really great stuff. So I liked that aspect about Buffy. I'm so excited as well for Giles. We're gonna know more about him. Hopefully this season. Hopefully we like this whole like Ripper situation, whatever that is. Not pleasant, because it seems like there's some darkness behind his character, especially with how he was absolutely murdering Ethan. Yeah, it's a side that we have not seen from Giles before. Like I mean, we've seen him pretty tense and all of that, but this was like a really concerning side from to see from Giles. So hopefully we're not left in this limbo where we don't get to find out about him next season or whatever. Because I want to know. I want to know what skeletons are in Giles's closet, because oi oi oi. So that's gonna be exciting. But also, I thought this episode was really good for a few reasons. Like, the idea in general, caused by Ethan, because it presented itself for an interesting narrative. Not just that, and not just what it does for the characters, but it does introduce some interesting teasers. And you had so much fun, and also it delved further into characters, desires and their struggles, as well as some backstory for Giles. So I thought this episode was really stellar stuff, because we got to see a lot of great things happen in this episode, and I absolutely reveled in it so much. But still, I cannot wait to see what skeletons are in Giles's closet. And I thought his scenes with Ethan was just really stellar stuff. It made incredible sense as well for Buffy to be recorded, because I did make that theory in the intro, like, what's going on here? And then I thought, oh, so wait, what if Patreon peeps will see me theorize during the intro, but I was thinking, what if they're it's a smart move to make if you're gonna, like, because Buffy's got herself quite the reputation now for the vampires, and now Spike's shown on the scene, who doesn't take any shit. I would think it would make a lot of sense to record Buffy and study her movements, because Spike seems to be like a danger. I mean, the vampires are dangerous, but Spike is even more unhinged. He doesn't, like, for example, he's willing to let a vampire be sacrificed so another vampire can record Buffy kicking ass so they can learn and all of that. And he sacrificed the Anointed One to because order needed to be established. So I think, I mean, we've only seen 2 episodes of Spike, but I'm already interested with his character by a mile, because he's a bit more dangerous. He can follow Buffy and study her and everything. And the Master Vampire couldn't do that because he was trapped until the very last episode. So he could only provide limited options, like send other vampires out who might not be as tactile as him. So it was a disadvantage for the Master, now Spike has a lot more freedom. He can be able to follow Buffy, etc., like he did in episode 3. So I am really fascinated with the with Spike more and more. But also, I thought it was very interesting because at the thought of this episode, I thought this would reap the benefits. Like Halloween, vampires, you could just walk on the street and you could have a kid saying, "Oh my god, that's a sick costume!" Yeah. And I thought this episode would allow the vampires to reap the benefits of Halloween, but apparently it's too commercial and all of that. It is ironic, but it's pretty funny. Like, I would just imagine, like, because they did mention it before, Giles explained it to further, but I was just thinking, what, are the vampires offended? Like, you're taking the piss out of me, I'm offended, I'm not even bothering, so you guys can just piss off. But I do love another ironic term to use, that humanization, I guess, from the vampires. Like, there's a reason why they don't go out on Halloween. It's too commercial. So I love that development for the vampires. It's funny, but I don't know. I just thought, okay, well, if we're going into Halloween, that's beneficial for the vampires, but hey, they don't like it, so bully for them. Yeah, there was some interesting there was some great one-liners, there was some great moments, funny stuff going on, and like I said, there was that curiosity. And I really loved some of the scenes, like Buffy trying to distract Giles whilst Willow extracts the journal, which was pretty funny, as well as Willow just warping into the library and Giles just losing his shit. To be fair, I would as well, because, like, I've not seen Willow do, we've obviously not seen Willow do that, because Willow turned into a ghost this episode. And like I said, that's the closest we're going to get to death for Willow, okay? Don't care. Yeah. But no, there was some really funny moments in this, and I really enjoyed this episode. Can't wait to see Ethan again, because he left that ominous warning, "Be seeing you." So I can't wait to see what happens regarding his return. But yeah, this episode was just fun. I absolutely relished so much with this episode. It was just so juicy. Like I said, the idea was incredible, and as it was already, but it expanded to match the characters' struggles in this episode as well. So I really thought that was a nice touch, and I thought this episode was just top tier, as well as proving an advantage for Spike, because like I said, Buffy was completely clueless in this episode. She wasn't a Slayer, so this boded an advantage for Spike. So I thought this was a really, really juicy episode, and I absolutely relished so much with this. Great stuff. Absolutely adored it. And yeah, I think this was a bit of the shot in the arm that this season needed, because the last 2 episodes were a bit flat, but this episode was just like, because the concept was just incredible as it was, and then you just think, well, they, like, the struggles that they're currently going through just makes it even more awesome. And it was just complete carnage in general, and I just loved it. So it was a bloody amazing episode. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!